All right, Brother Jesus, we need to have a talk. Because I need to tell you how I really feel about this place. And you're going to have to forgive me. Because I'm going to smoke me a little CBD, which they say is legal in all 50 states. And I'm so glad. Because the conditions on this planet make you feel like you got to have a little something in order to be able to even tolerate being here, being in this place. And that's sad. As beautiful as Mother Earth is, as Daughter Earth is, as beautiful as this planet is, it's so sad for the living conditions to be so terribly diabolical, for people to be able to just make it, that people have to use some sort of chemical, some sort of drug, some sort of coping mechanism just to be able to make it from day to day. I kind of feel like you seen that the last time you was here and the last time you was here. But in any case, that's sad. And I don't like that because that makes me sad. Now, you said when you came back, you was going to be coming back for a church without a spot, a wrinkle, or a blemish. And I heard that. But I feel like it's two sides to that story. On the one hand, I feel like they ain't going to have no choice but to have some sort of spot and some sort of wrinkle and some sort of blemish. But then on the other hand, I know exactly what you was talking about when you said that. Now, let's talk about how I feel like they gonna have some sort of spot or wrinkle or blemish just because this place has taught everybody on it and in it to lie to themselves about everything. And so all we got is an amalgamation of lies on top of lies on top of lies on top of lies about everything. There are very, 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 very few people on this planet that like to rightfully divide truth, that like to be honest as best they can. It's very few people like that. Most of the people on this planet, it seems like they don't do nothing but run from truth. Hell, I did it. Because that was all I knew to do for a long time. I didn't know how to tell the truth for a long time. Not really, really. But I knew how to, colorfully lie to people. Because I didn't want to hurt their feelings and stuff like that. Oh, bless me. I didn't want to hurt their feelings because I was taught not to hurt people's feelings. And then it seemed like I looked around and people didn't care no more about feelings getting hurt. And the people that I love, that I have been sparing their feelings all these years, it just seemed like that in mine hurting mine. No more. Now, I know loved ones from time to time, they're going to hurt your feelings even when they ain't trying. But it just certainly seems like we have reached a pinnacle point to where people ain't give a shit no more. And eventually, that'll make you feel the same way. Like you don't give a shit about hurting nobody's feelings because don't nobody care about hurting yours. That's how I feel. So now, with that being said, Brother Jesus, I'm just praying and letting you know how I'm feeling about all these things. Because I read my Bible, and in my Bible it said that, bruh, you loved being around people who love to tell the truth. And a lot of them people was drinking. And if them people was drinking, chances are them people was smoking too. Chances are. Maybe they wouldn't, but chances are. So I'm just having a conversation with you tonight because I think it's quite relevant. Now, so on the one hand, I feel like they're going to automatically have, include myself, some spots, some wrinkles, and some blemishes. Because you going to have some of them when you come here. Drinking and smoking, and in my book, and a lot of people's book, is a spot, a wrinkle, and a blemish. So a lot of these pastors done told us, seem like you knew that part of the story too. How pastors love to tell people how they shouldn't be drinking and smoking. Seems like that's been going on for a long time. But yet, it seems like church now, in this day and age, to read any good news on the newspaper page. It seems like this day and age, if you want to find some truth, church is the last place you gonna go in order to find it. Because I don't mean no harm. But it seems to me like them pastors is still lying like a motherfucker in that pulpit. I heard they was being swallowed up and everything. I don't know. I can't call that part. I don't know nothing about that part. I just heard about it. I don't know. No, not my story. But I'm just saying though, man. I'm just saying, Brother Jesus, like, that I just feel like that's not the bride that you said you was coming back for. Okay? I just feel like that's just not the one that you said you was coming back for. And I feel like no matter what, even the people that's trying their best to tell the truth as best they can, they gonna have some sort of spot, some sort of wrinkle, some sort of blemish, because this place is all spotted and wrinkled and blemished up. Real talk. Like it just is. It just is. 1973. That's the year on the penny. Anyway, that's that. I just don't know what to say. But then I also understand, or at least I feel like I understand what you mean when you said you coming back for the church without the spot, the wrinkle, or the blemish. And it's the church of the people who, no matter how many lies they was fed, no matter how many times they was coerced into deceiving themselves, and all of that stuff, they still was searching for truth and love in their hearts and in their minds and in their souls, no matter what. I feel like that's the church that you're coming for. I feel like that's the church that you're here for. Because I truly believe in my heart that you're here already. And in fact, I truly believe in my heart that you was part here the whole time. Even if you had to break yourself down and fractionalize yourself into tiny little pieces and parts. Jesus, my dear brother Jesus, I do believe that you are a multidimensional being and that you have the ability to be both here and there, here and not here at the same time, because you understand that there are always at least two, count them, two sides to every story. Yep, I believe that. I believe that, Brother Jesus. I believe that. And so with that being said, I believe that you feel me and understand exactly where I'm coming from, bro. Yep. Because I feel like you seen it too. And I feel like you seen it coming. And I feel like you tried to warn people too and let them know. And I feel like you tried to warn them again. And I feel like it hurt your heart. I feel like it hurt your heart to see this place the way it is right now. Because of how long you've been trying to tell folks, listen, come on up, man. Come on. The truth is a light, man. You got to be honest with yourself, man. Can't be lying to yourself. Stop that lying to yourself, man. Be honest. Be honest. Be honest with yourself, man. Be honest. It's just so easy to lie here. It's just so easy to lie and get away with them lies. But I feel like, not no more. Cause we seeing these lies being uncovered in this season. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful. I'm grateful because it's time. It's time for people to realize, in my opinion, just how much a lie can really truly hurt them. I think it's just time for people to learn that and people to see that, yeah, a lie can really hurt you. Yes, it can. A lie can really hurt you. It really can hurt you. I feel like a lot of time people think that hiding that truth and not being honest don't hurt them, but it's time for people to really realize and see how all them damn lies can really hurt you. I just feel like that's what's going on. So, with that being said, brother, like, man, listen. I'm down here, and I always feel like it's more that I can be doing. But honestly, the way I'm feeling, if I had a real team on my team, a real crew that wasn't afraid to show who they are and be honest and be in their truth and not feel like they got to be so underhanded with the shit all the time, as if like they got to hide their hand in order to do God's work all the time. I'm just tired of folks looking for that hero story. Like, dang, why is it that folks love to tell you, yeah, man, get him. Yeah, Goku, go ahead, get him. Yeah, Goku, you got this, man. And, they always want the hero to have this unlimited, bountiful energy to never give up, never give up. But it's all right for them to give up. And it's all right for them to throw a rock and hide their hand. And it's all right for them to, play it cool and play it safe and not be the one that's super out there for everybody to see. But then, boy, when it comes to the hero always supposed to be the one who got to be super out there, or got to be like Superman, who have a regular job in the daytime and then fight crimes like a motherfucker at night. You know what I'm saying? He either got to be a vigilante and wear a mask to cover up his true self, or he just got to be out there and don't give a damn about the consequences. Why I got to be like that here? That's not fair. I either got to be totally myself and suffer the consequences of being that, or hide behind a mask, because if I reveal my true identity, I'm going to have super lovers and super haters. That's just not fair. That's not balanced. It's not balanced. That's not balanced here. And I just feel like where me and you come from, Brother Jesus, being the hero is normal. Everybody the hero. Everybody know how to do this stuff. Because everybody know how to dive into their truth. Where we come from. And we don't always get it 100% right all the time. We don't always get it 90% right all the time. We don't always get it 80% right all the time. But the name of the game, the whole point to taking the class is name your truth. And I just feel like it's common knowledge to us, but it's like speaking a foreign language down here. And it just don't make no sense to me. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Like, even before I could understand my own truth, even when I was drowning in lies, even when I had a hard time because I hadn't practiced being honest with myself and being honest with other people a lot, there was still a large portion of self that knew the simple code to listen. At the end of the day, nah, you ain't gonna be perfect. And you young, you gonna mess up, you gonna do some stupid shit. But still do your best. Practice, try to treat folks the way you want to be treated. I just feel like that was still, no matter what, it was just in me. No matter what. And it took some extra digging to really begin to understand and unpack that principle, to dive deep into it and understand what it means. But every day, that's what I hope for, is to learn how to do that more and more and more. And even with that, it just seems like still. And I get it, because a lot of times the truth hurts. But even still, the ones who have been in our corners and had our backs, it seems like they still be mad at our truth. Which is, in my opinion, ironically enough, being mad at their own truth. Because if you mad at my truth, then there's pieces and parts of my truth that you own too. So, in my opinion, if you mad at my truth, you kind of sort of still mad at your own too. And vice versa. And I feel like once we at least graduate from the simple class of understanding that golden principle, then that's when the real fun ought to begin. And that's just where I am, my sweet, dear brother Jesus. I'm ready to have some fun in my life. Because I feel like at 40 years old, I feel like I've been in my own wilderness for 40 years, and now it's time for the generation of Joshua to come on out of there. Into the wilderness, into the promised land, so that we can live our best lives.